Today we are discussing about the topic the cardiovascular system. Primary function of the cardiovascular system is to supply body cell with oxygen and nutrient and carry away carbon dioxide and waste product. Cardiovascular system is a closed circuit system composed of heart, arteries, capillary, veins, blood. We can divide the primary function of CVS into two major divisions: pulmonary circulation that first carries blood to the lungs, second eliminate CO2 via the lungs and return blood to the heart. Systemic circulation supplies blood to the rest of the body, delivers O2 to all the body, third and carries away the waste. The heart is a cone-shaped hollow muscular pump size. The adult heart has a mass of between 250 to 350 gram and is about the size of around 14. Location: the heart lies in the mediastal area of thoracic cavity between the lungs. Surrounding structure: posterior to sternum, medial to lungs, anterior to vertebral column, on the top of diaphragm. About two-thirds of heart lies left to the middle. Base is mostly the left antrum found beneath the second rib. Apex lies in the left fifth intercostal space formed by the left ventricle. Inferior lies on underside, it formed by left and right ventricles. Sternocostal lies just behind the sternum and the ribs, formed mostly by the right ventricle. Left formed mostly by left ventricles. Heart wall structure. The heart wall consists of three layers. First is the epicardium, epi upon or above. It is the outer layer of the heart, composed mainly of simple squamous epithelium and areolar connective tissue. Second, the myocardium. Myo means muscle. It is the middle layer of the heart wall and it is composed of cardiac muscle tissue. The myocardium is the thickest of three heart wall layers. Third, the endocardium. Endo within. It is the inner layer of the heart wall and it is composed of simple squamous epithelium and a layer of areolar connective tissue. The endocardium also covers the surface of walls and continues as an endothelium of blood vessel. Chamber of the heart. Heart consists four chambers and the two superior chambers are known as atria, right atrium and left atrium. The two inferior chambers are known as ventricles, right ventricle and left ventricle. Right atrium, it receives deoxygenated blood and passes it in the right ventricle. Opening into the right atrium: first, superior vena cava. Blood comes from heart, neck, upper limbs and superior regions of the trunk and enters into right atrium. Second, inferior vena cava. Blood comes from lower limbs and trunk and enter into right atrium. Coronary sinus. Blood comes from the heart wall and enter into right atrium. Fourth, right atrioventricular opening. Blood leaves right atrium and enter into right ventricle. Cardiac muscle and heart function. Cardiac muscle fibers are striated. Sarcomere is the functional unit. Fibers are branched, connect to one another at the intercalated disc. The disc contains several gap junctions. Nuclei are centrally located. Abundant mitochondria. SR is less abundant than in skeletal muscle, but greater in density than smooth muscle. Sarcolemma has specialized ion channel that skeletal muscle does not. Voltage gated Ca2 plus channel. Fibers are not anchored at ends, allows for greater sarcomere shortening and lengthening. Cardiac cycle. It is an inclusive period of time from the start of one heartbeat to the initial of the next. In each cardiac cycle, there are alternate contraction and relaxation of all chambers. Each contraction is called a systole and each relaxation is called a diastole. The event at single cardiac cycle: first, atrial systole. Contraction of both arteries, left and right, simultaneously leads to move blood 20% from atria to the ventricle, from left atrium to the right ventricle through tricuspid valve, and from left atrium to the left ventricle through mitral valve. Second, atrial diastole. Third, ventricular systole. In this period, the tricuspid and mitral valves are closed and the blood vessel through semilunar valves from left ventricle to the pulmonary artery and from the left ventricle to the aorta. Ventricular diastole. Most of blood, 80%, flow passively from relaxing artery into the ventricle through the opening atrioventricular valves. Normal electrocardiogram, that is ECG. It refers to the record of the potential fluctuation during the cardiac cycle due to sequential spread of the excitation in the artery, intraventricular septum, ventricular wall, repolarization of the myocardium. Thank you.